All right, let's take you back to the Eastern Cape now, to the Mthatha High Court. It seems proceedings are now underway. Let's listen in.
This is the order that we take. The applications involved treated, had, and determined the intention application as envisaged in terms of 612 of the informers of the Honourable Court and the usual forms and time limits and requirements provided for in terms of the reform rules of the court, the practice manual to dispense with, and all that any non-compliant such rules, practice manual are condoned and or waived by the Honourable Court. Number 2, the respondents be and are interdicted and restrained from evicting the students resident at the first respondents' residences. The applicants and other students resident at the first respondent be and are interdicted and restrained from engaging in any violent protest action. Any damage or harm to property, other students, and staff members at the premises of the first respondent shall be deemed, in the absence of evidence to the contrary, to be caused by the student resident in the first respondent premises. Number 5, in circumstances referred to in paragraph 4 above, the respondent may approach this Honourable Court for an order evicting the students. Number 6, this order shall remain in operation until such a time that the first respondent is opened. Number 7, each party pays on cost. That is the order.
Yes. Mr. Mbiyan?
My Lord, that is the proposed order. It's by agreement, man.
Yes.
It's court business.
I take it, Mr. Mbiyan, you have had a discussion with your clients about the implications of this order.
Indeed, so, my Lord, just drafted in their presence, man.
Yes, all right. Is there anything else?
No, my Lord.
That is it.
That unless your Lordship is not amenable to granting that order.
Well, if you convince me otherwise, I...
No, my Lord, that is the order that you take.
All right. I think mine is to them, gentlemen, thank you, the two of you, for applying your mind to the manner that you did. I think the challenges with South Africa is that we have been given a constitution that gives us responsibilities and rights, and we oftentimes lean towards the rights and even forget the responsibilities that the same constitution imposes on us, including and in particular the rule of law by all concerned. And that is the direction that we should all be taking, the direction that says it is in the interest of all South Africans that we do our best to take seriously what is provided for in the Constitution. The Constitution on its own is a document, but to bring it alive and for it to make it meaningful to every South African, it needs people to take action with the understanding that there is the legal framework within which we should all operate. And in this instance, it was thanks to you that both of you, after a long engagement, you understood that there is sense in at least making an effort to ensure that if students are to be evicted, that should be done as a very last resort if the situation so warrants. But they haven't been given a chance to conduct themselves, even as they demonstrate and picket, in a manner that does not violate other rights, and in particular that maintains the integrity of the institution that they have elected to use as a medium through which they will acquire the education that every South African needs. And I think I must thank you Mr. Mgunyana and the student leadership for understanding that there are rights and responsibilities. Similarly, Mr. Kenukile, for engaging with your clients, for everybody to understand that they are a university community, they belong together, and it is in the interest of all of them that they work together and find one another. And in particular, it does not serve anybody's interest for the property to be destroyed or lives to be lost for that matter, including the lives of students. And that being the case, they then should be each other's protector to ensure that there is a very useful environment, useful for academic purposes, which everybody is there for. And if it becomes necessary that this court must sit again because things are becoming, are getting out of hand one way or the other by either of the parties, both of you understand that the court's door are always open for the court to deal with the facts as they arise at that stage. And thank you very much, gentlemen. Order in terms of the draft order is granted. Court adjourns.
All right.
All right, that concludes the urgent court proceedings at the Mthatha High Court there. The judge having resolved to interdict the university from evicting the students, but also issuing an order interdicting the students from vandalizing university property. As we've heard there, this interdict for students is, of course, by agreement of all legal counsel. So tonight, the students will breathe a sigh of relief because most certainly they'll be able to continue to stay at the university campus, even though it remains closed until the 5th of May.